Good afternoon. So here you can see some stories which we are making to the graphics by Boémia Caffé, sort of big Basque city. Here is the main focus of it because all of them they connect one to another in my mind. I wrote all with several artists. Artists like Fantagraphics Crepax, Brown, Navarro, Felipe Navarro, Mr. Red, Edward Simon, Camarada Minto, Boémia Caffé, and John from Japan. So, I'm talking about an exhibition in Porto at Cafe Boémia about an exhibition that some trips that we made regarding Valentina by Crepax by international artists from all over the world. So we made an exhibition in Finland, Seattle, New York, and now at Boémia Caffé in my hometown Porto. So I'm the editor of the collection that's been published by Fantagraphics. And we planned on doing an exhibition, this time a bit different, like the one similar that we did to Finland, but it's different because I couldn't go to Finland because of an health problems and personal issues as well. But I thank a lot all the people who helped me on that process in order to do there an amazing exhibition. People like Kala Kola, Aina Satu, Shukinen, and Kati, and Marmanina. Okay, so we also had another project besides the tributes that I thought of making some stories about Valentina, or more than Valentina. So, as I was with a wife, I had a wife. The problem was that I was making stories with her in my mind as being my Valentina, of course, until June this year. So in here you can see some pages of international artists. Here is Ed, and he is an Argentine artist. So what's the link besides of all these stories? It's Jose Mourinho. And why did I thought that Jose Mourinho was important? Because he won everything that was as a coach that was available for him to win. At Inter Milano, at London, at Porto, and also at Chelsea. So in here we have Mourinho, we have Valentina in Barcelona, which is a kind of nemesis for Real Madrid. He also coached Real Madrid, and they had several problems there with Mourinho. And Mr. Ed, this artist, is a Barca fan. So, what can I say? Mourinho is a really bad guy. And besides joking, I also asked to Franz Streichler from Young Gods to see if can help us also on the stories, because when I was making the stories I was thinking a lot with my kitty Elvie as well, being my dreams, being my muse. I was thinking a lot also on Young Gods, the band. And so I contacted Franz, and Franz told me that I could quote some of his lyrics, so huge thanks goes to Franz as well. And here on this story, you can see here some quotes. This quote here is from Raymond Carver. Here is independence, a sort of independence, but when Barcelona lost their independence. Here is the date. And here you can see quotes also by Argentine artist, writer, Julio Cortázar. And here, Mourinho. Here a quote by Cava, like I mentioned before, about love. So this is a 21st century Valentina, in my opinion. So here, since Crepax was also a soccer fan, I put the story in Madrid. And she says that she comes from Milan, because she's from there. And she's searching for Portuguese roots in Japan, that it's linked with another story that I'll talk about a bit about it. So in here you can see some people here, some fans, Real Madrid fans, and people thinking, and Valentina thinking of no, where we won the championship there. And it's drawn by Felipe Navarro. It's a really, really excellent artist. So, here is another Valentina with sort of question, and it's a different one. Because it's also an object, I don't know, we are trying to publish it Fantagraphics, but I don't know how we are going to do it. So I must think about it. So here you can see a quote by Antonio. So Valentina is a bit uneasy yet, so she doesn't remember the things quite well. So I have here a quote by Antonio Artaud that was a French writer that I think that it's quite good for the story. And here are my two nieces, and here is Porto Maltese, and here are my two nephews. And it's set in Le Mans, France, where most of my family lives there. So this is a Valentina, an amnesiac Valentina. That's how I saw my ex-wife. So here, São Paulo. This story is set in São Paulo, Brazil, by a Brazilian artist called Brown. So in here you can see some links with the Portuguese. So 1500, it's the time when we arrived to Brazil. And a lyric of Young Gods Band that connects with all the stories. And in here you can see the bird calling for Jose, who is Mourinho. Here is by Portuguese artist Paulo Pinto. So we thought of making I think that it's a good story about Porto. So here, we put here in Victor because we are the only town in Europe that were never defeated or invaded. So Valentina here, it's all over the place. She comes from Japan, that sorts of links with the other stories that I'm going to show as well. And in here you can see also Mourinho, the reference to Mourinho, because he won there the travel here. Championship, Portugal Cup, European League, Champions League. This one is by Sandra Hernandez, that is a Spanish artist. So we thought also at San Siro Stadium yelling for Mourinho because it's a match and because Crepax was an Inter fan as well. Since the story is set in Milan, I also thought that we could put there a quote by Pier Paolo Pazzolini, that it was an Italian writer that I really, really love. So, here you can see on our t-shirt, "No love lost." That's what I think about life. There's no love that can be lost. This one is set in London and is by Spanish artist, Pedro Espinosa. So here you can see also some songs by young gods, Swiss band Young Gods, who are quite amazing, you know. And I was listening a lot to them, so they are all linked. And yeah, I thought on putting there Crowley, Aleister Crowley, and with this quote that it is at Cascais, because of love. Because this is a Valentina in love. I think that is quite interesting. Here is the Eye of London, and Valentina singing the Eye of London, and imagining where she is, with the words L'amour, that it's a song by Swiss band Young Gods as well. This one here is by Magdalena Minko, and she's a Polish artist. So here you can see two kittens talking with one another. And of course the kitties are a bit of a muse, my sort of source of inspiration. It was my kitty Ilve that I really love. And so this was what I was thinking at the moment when I was writing the story. This is only a page, but we have lots and lots and lots of stories. And here you can see a quote also because I was listening a lot to a band, My Bloody Valentine, and I love how these words fit together with Minko's artwork. And in here you can see a little homage, tribute also to the character Hellblazer, with whom I identify a lot. Here you can see Valentina smoking a cigarette and thinking, something in you died, well, no fault of mine. So that's how I see life. This Valentina was my ex-wife, it was also a bit of myself. Put myself on the character, and I put my ex-wife also on the character, which I think that it's a duality, but it's a good duality. So in here, it's by another Spanish artist called Villa Caballero, and this artist, I thought that we could make a story set in Berlin. So you can see here, welcome to Berlin in Germany. So when I thought on putting only the Bauhaus art school and a reference to Berliner Alexanderplatz, the movie. And you can see here a little shade of the house, the band. Of course, the kittens sort of remind me of the kittens that I used to have and my kitty that I lost recently, named Hildy, that I will always love. Yeah, it's different. It's from a Japanese artist. And this was the first story that we started making. This by John Kurokawa. And I was thinking of doing a story set in Kyoto. Because in Kyoto there's lots and lots of Portuguese ruins. So we have here the symbols of dragons that connect with all the other stories, birds, and we have here Valentina dreaming. Yeah, it's interesting because this was what I was feeling when I was writing this story. While talking to my ex-wife, I'm with you into the blue. That means I'm with you until we are sad with one another. So these pages form a panel, and we have I believe 92 pages from all sides, 8 pages each one, which I find interesting. But I must see how I'm going to publish it. But it's going to be difficult for the graphics to publish this. But it's interesting. Another thing that I didn't mention was sometimes I thought that while listening to the words on my head, I thought that some words I could put in Spanish, others I could put in French, others I can put in Portuguese, others in Italian, and others in German, because musically it sounds good. So we translate all the language. I think that musically the rhythm is perfect. let's see how this goes. So, and since I must talk about my last trip. And here my friend, an awesome artist, one of the best ever, Mr. Ed, he made here Valentina with Tom of Finland. That is a really, really known character in the arts movement. Here you draw a Valentina cold, and of course with horns, because of the deer at Finland. I wasn't able to go there due to personal and health issues, as I mentioned before. So Mr. Ed was kind enough to do these original drawings for me to exhibit and talk a bit about it. So he also helped me on the design of the post, which is interesting. Talking about the projects, about how this came into my mind, and being the series head of that, and what I'm going to do in the exhibitions. Because this is only a small part of what's going on in my mind. So, when I was searching for tributes from international artists, I was amazed, because suddenly it appeared in less than a year more than 200 tributes from areas such as illustration, comic books, animation, artists from everywhere who decided to go to this movement. So to all of you, I pay my respects. I owe you a lot. Without you, I couldn't be, I wasn't doing anything here. All of you are great, and I select the ones that I can make, because I don't have walls to all of you who made this amazing, in my opinion, exhibition and tributes to Valentina by Boémia Caffé. So this one here is by Simon Davis from UK. This one here is from André Diniz, and he's a Brazilian artist. He was here in this cafe talking with me, and so we talked a bit about Porto, about what the city of Porto is. It was good because I was able to meet an artist personally and talk with him. So it was really interesting. This one here is by Javier Olivares. That is quite a maestro, one of the best ever in Spain. And he's really good. Here you can see one by Boémia Caffé, also another Spanish artist, which is awesome. I see, seems like Valentina is in movement, that is snow and all, so it's amazing. This one here is by Ryan Hughes. You can see the eyes staring at Valentina. It's some sort of voyeur, is what I see on my mind. That one here is by American legend Kelly Jones. And this is not a photograph. This was raw. So I find it that an artist will draw Sandman character made a sort of tribute like this. This one is from Daniel Esteve, and it's also a Spanish artist that now lives in Chile. And I also find it really beautiful because it has red, the desire of all women being Valentina. This one here is by Jeffrey and Alan Love, which is really amazing. And I thought he inspired, but of course, Louis Brooks that also inspired by Crepax to do Valentina. So Jeffrey is a great illustrator. He made a new book right now. That's being available everywhere, and he's an American. I love it a lot. This one here is really, really cool because this is from a comic book artist that I love a lot, named Boémia. So I told him, why can't you make a flaming character? There is a character that I love a lot, along Valentina. And so that's what he did. So I find it amazing. This here is an Italian artist named Sergio Ponciani that was published by Fantagraphics. So I believe the composition is really, really, really awesome. So I don't know what I can do. I can talk a bit more about the project. But what can I say? I must always say thanks to my friend Daniel Castro and Boémia Caffé for providing all that is possible for them, because this is a bit of my office. Daniel is a really nice guy, and Boémia Caffé is one of the best coffees in Porto. And in Portugal, indeed, there's some excellent croissants. Also, thanks to the ladies who served me coffee all the days. And special thanks to all the artists, particularly the ones who made the stories that are really cool for me. Mr. Ed, Felipe Navarro, Fidel Martinez Nadal, Brown, Paulo Pinto, Sandra Hernandez, Pedro Espinosa, Magdalena Minto, Miguel Caballero, John Kurokawa. You are all great, and I owe you all. Special thanks also to Gary Bross of Fantagraphics and Katerina Crepax for his support. And to my ex-wife that supported my ideas until thanks to, and to my kitty, Ildi, of course, for being my muse forever.